Which is the most important house in your horoscope? This question has been asked to me by several people, that which is the most important house in your horoscope. And when you approach anybody who has slight knowledge about astrology, they would tell you that it must be the first house, because the first house is you yourself, the ascendant, the lagna, the rising point from which your birth happens, and it controls the events that will be happening in your life. So based on the ascendant, the houses are divided into bhavas in astrology, and from the bhavas, calculations are done as to how planets are placed and the aspects and everything. So you must be thinking that the ascendant is the most important house, but it's not. So you must now be thinking that maybe it is the 10th house, the house of status, work, name, fame, reputation, authority, and the mark that you would be leaving in this world after your exit is seen from the 10th house. It is very important, because if you can achieve something, if you can achieve a name for yourself which will be written in the history, then that becomes greatly important. But it is not the 10th house also. Now, not the first house, not the 10th house, then maybe the 5th house of Purva Punya, luck, creativity, love, and everything. Nope. The most important house in your horoscope is the 9th house. The 9th house is the house of your fate, destiny, fortune, God, blessings of elders, blessings of gods and goddesses, and the destiny, the fortune with which you are born, the direction in which you are going in your life. It is the house of your bhagya. That is why Maharishi Parashara said that you have to see the D9 chart, the Navamsha, because D9 indicates the direction of your life from your Lagna chart, where the direction of your life is going. So if D9, the ninth division of your horoscope, is so important, that don't you think that the ninth house of your Lagna chart, the most important house controlling your fortune and destiny, is the most important house in horoscope and astrology? I will explain you why. Without the blessings and without the support of God, you can never achieve anything in life. You are not born by your choice. The family in which you are born, the situations in which you are put across, and whatever you have in your life, property, comforts, name, fame, status, authority, everything is possible only if you have the blessings of gurus and God. Because if you don't have the blessings of guru and God, then you will not have the right knowledge to maintain and manage the fortune of health and prosperity that you have got in this life because of your karmas. The ninth house is ninth away from the first house. So it is the fortune or destiny of the ascendant. The ninth house is fifth away from the fifth house. So it is your luck. According to Bhavat Bhavam, fifth house is luck, childbirth, creativity, romance, and the ninth house is fifth away from the fifth house. So it is the higher version of the fifth house. The ninth house is fourth away from the sixth house of disease, enmity. So if you have a strong ninth house, if the Lord of the ninth house is in the ninth house itself, exalted or placed in kendras, in friendly sign or own sign, this means that even though you will face diseases in your life, but because it is fourth away from the sixth house, it is the happiness of the sixth house. So you will overcome these diseases because of the blessings of God. So strong ninth house, if you have any problem related to health and diseases, then you always go to God and pray for your well-being, and God listens to that and you overcome those diseases. So the ninth house has the power to burn your karma. Ninth house is also mantras and Vedic education, because fifth house is the house of mantras and ninth house is the fifth house away from the fifth house, the future of the fifth house, the Bhavat Bhavam. So all the higher Vedic scriptures, chants, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, all these mantra, all these things which has so much power to burn your karmas and overcome the negativity that you've created, comes from the ninth house. Also, ninth house is the loss house of the 10th house. Now, imagine a situation. Ninth house is temple, God, and 10th house is name, status, fame, authority, and power, position. So imagine the Prime Minister of India or the President of India or a Chief Minister for that matter is visiting a temple. Whatever position he has, whatever power, authority, status he has, it doesn't matter. He has to remove his footwear. He has to become very normal, wash his hands and foot, and then only bend his head and go to the altar and worship God for his own well-being. So the ninth house is the most powerful house. It is the hidden house which controls everything. Whenever a religious leader advises a political leader, the political leader is bound to listen to the guru or advice. So it is the ninth house, which is being the lost house of the 10th house, is actually the most powerful house which is controlling everything. So it becomes very important that you see the position and status and dignity of the ninth house, planets in the ninth house, aspects in the ninth house, and the dignity of the ninth lord to understand how much fortunate you are, how much divine blessings you are carrying into this life, and where your destiny is heading towards. So that's it for today, guys. This is Purab signing off from Purab's Astrology. Adios, guys. Take care. Bye bye.